Hello everyone, Johanna Luna here. I am going to just do a really quick video and explain my new consultant onboarding process. Now, this is going to be a video that's really geared more towards leaders, those that are working to develop and build a very large team, and those that are working on recruiting quite a bit and frequently. So when I first joined Sensi and when I first started building a team, though I had the best intentions, was probably not the best sponsor. A little bit about me, I work full time outside of Sensi. So my time is limited. I often work my business in late hours. As you can see, it's kind of dark out where I'm at right now, or early mornings. I have to squeeze things in a quick break that I might have on my lunch hour or whatever. And that does not leave a whole lot of time during the day to work with new recruits or even downline team members, which I recently started to implement into the system also. And we'll talk about that a little bit as the video progresses. It is not fair to a new consultant who just started if you don't have the time to properly train them. It is not fair to a new consultant if you are recruiting like crazy and you do not give even training opportunities to everyone. On the flip side, it's also not a great feeling as a sponsor if you feel like you are chasing somebody down. And I know that's where I was left at, frustrated that I was trying to work with somebody and maybe our schedules weren't aligned, or um, during the day worked for them, in the evening worked for me, but that didn't work for them. I just took all of that noise out of this. And since implementing the system, I have had a whole lot more consultant success because this training process works for them on their schedule and it's automated on mine. So whether I recruit one person, 10 people, 100 people in a month, it's really as simple as inputting a phone number and hitting enter. And I'll show you that in a minute to get them started on their training. Now, my training, we're going to call them campaigns because that's what they are. I use Project Broadcast and YouTube as a dual integrated function to be able to train new consultants. I used to have a new consultant training site, and honestly, it was just a lot of upkeep and a lot of work. I use my team page and I use this system, and this works well. So, what I have that I'm going to share with you guys is a few things. I have a drip campaign that is for my consultants that personally sponsor under me. It is a lot more in depth. It's a lot more frequent. This is a person who has me as a sponsor. So I am not only their sponsor, I am their director, I am their superstar director, I am their complete upline. So they get the most amount of attention from me. Then I have a reinstatement campaign, which is similar, but it's tweaked for that of a reinstatement. Those goals and the achievements and what they're going for, especially in those first 70 days, is different than that of a brand new consultant. And then I have the same, or I shouldn't say the same, similar drip campaigns for my downline brand new consultants and downline reinstatements. Now, why do I have that? Simply put, not everybody that sponsors knows how to sponsor. And so what was happening within my group was there was a lot that was falling through the cracks. And there were a lot of overwhelmed sponsors, as well as very overwhelmed new consultants that felt like they weren't getting the support that they needed. And it was either because their sponsor was newer or not as active in the business. Whatever the case is, my philosophy is there is no such thing as too much support and help. And my campaigns are meant to supplement that of the frontline sponsor. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen, which is going to get a little bit wonky. But first, we're going to go through the YouTube resource that I have created. Now, what I did is I created 12 new consultant training videos. So let me share the screen here. And I'm going to show you right now. Here we go. So my new consultant training videos are broken down into 12 videos. As you can see, the longest one is still under 14 minutes. So these are condensed videos where they can jump in. They're not going to be overwhelmed with information and they can get what they need as they need it. So they're all titled, and this takes them through kind of what they need to know when they first get started. Why videos work? Two reasons. Number one, you're going to, first of all, have new consultants who are able to watch your video, pause your video, replay your video, take notes. If they're, a week or two later trying to implement something or do something in their business because now it's relevant, they can go back and watch the video. They are given the power to be independent consultants from the jump. They don't have to worry about whether or not they are asking the wrong questions, not able to ask questions because they can't quite remember what they are trying to ask. It is a resource that works for them. That is the first and most important thing, because if you simply try to do what I tried to do at the beginning, which is I'm going to get on the phone with somebody over an hour-long period of time and try to tell a new consultant everything I think that they need to know in the first hour that I'm going to talk to them, that's like drinking water through a fire hose. It's way overwhelming, and a new consultant is going to be like, whoa, I did not sign up for this. This is too much for me. You don't need to know all of that. It's like on the job training, right? You're gonna, anything that you are not doing today, not applicable, is not going to sit the same way as something that you are doing today. So let's get into the project broadcast part of this. Okay. So under project broadcast, I just jumped to the campaigns part. So if we go down to, excuse me, new teamee onboarding, and then you go into the drip messages, there are 21 messages that will feature down to them over their first 70 days. Now you'll see that for their first 15 days, they do get a message from me every single day because they're working really hard towards that first incentive for themselves, which is shooting star. Shooting star is a really big deal. And so I want to make sure that they are getting the information that they need on schedule for that. After 15 days, we're still likely working on getting certified, so getting their first pay raise for them, and also getting to their level of sensational start, whatever that may be. So from day 20 to day 70, they get sporadic text messages from me. We're getting them to those points, right? We don't want to go on vacation. We don't want to get sick or get busy with work or life, and then time lapses and you don't get your new consultant the information that they need. That is never an excuse. It's never okay. So let's just hop into a couple of these and look at what it is. So this drip campaign says, how do I get in here? Okay, so this will just say, who I am and welcome them to Sensi. I explain what's going to happen, that they're going to get these series of messages. And then there's the welcome YouTube video that is the first in my welcome new consultant series. Then I'm going to go through and I'm going to invite them to be a part of our team Facebook page. And then I'm going to go in here and explain some resources to them. Every day after that, they are going to have another message sent to them, and there's going to be tons of different information. When we train as a team, when Sensi offers trainings, different things that will help them in their business, tips and tricks. I talk about scammers. I talk about, making sure that they are they know the different parts of how to collect an order, and so forth, so forth, so forth. Things like perpetual party reward, that's something that seems to get forgotten about. The scammers seem to get forgotten about a lot when you're training a new consultant. How to order customer order bags, all of that stuff is in the training. Here's the best part. Every single new consultant gets the same training. Nobody is getting more or less of my time, and it is about what they're going to do with it. So I have the same thing with a reinstatement drip campaign. And so this is not as crazy. You'll see that there are days that it starts to drip off. It doesn't go as often, but this is very similar too. And then I have a downline new Teamy drip campaign. This is less videos than in mine. And the same thing with the downline reinstatement, less videos than are in mine. But literally there are some different, what do they call them? They're called bundle codes. And I will give you the bundle codes in the description of this video for my bundles so that you can go, and if you have a Project Broadcast account, you can use that bundle and just edit it to make it your own. So if you want to use my videos, you can. You certainly do not have to. They're probably not going to make the best sense for your new consultant, but you can link in other leader videos. You can make your own videos, which is what I highly suggest as a leader. You should be the face that they see. And then you can just basically cater this to what you want your new consultants to know, and you're going to automate the system. Here's the thing. When you automate the system, you are going to be doing yourself and them a huge favor. First of all, they're never waiting on you. They're not waiting on your personal life, your work schedule, your distraction with other team members, or your own personal business to get the information they need when they need it. Telling somebody about Shooting Star on day 16 does them zero good. Okay, we need to be working up to that. The second thing is you are going to offer all the training and knowledge that you know, and then you're going to detach from the outcome. This really becomes about what they are willing to do with it. You can offer all day long. You can train people all you want. You can know what you want for them in their future and how much this business could bless them. But if they are not willing to do the work, there's nothing you can do about it. We cannot want things for people more than they want it for themselves. So by implementing this system, you're not getting hung up on the outcome. I no longer take it personally if someone does nothing with their business. I know that I offered the same thing to somebody that went all the way with their business, right? Somebody that did the most with their business. The difference is never in the training offered. I never have to question that. Did I not tell them something? Did I not give them enough? Did I give them too much and scare them off? Whatever. It is completely an individual based thing. What do they do with it? So I hope that this helps. I hope that this explains a little bit more to you. Project Broadcast is an amazing app because you get assigned a business phone number and it's all done through the app. So you can correspond with them. You'll get the text messages, you'll get notifications right to your phone. You know when somebody is trying to message you, and you can interact with them that way. So hopefully that's enough information to help you out and get you started. And I hope it makes sense to you. But I think that those two things together, the Project Broadcast drip automation with the personally created YouTube videos, so that they are seeing my face, they're hearing my voice, they're getting the information I want to tailor to them, is really what has set this apart for me and made a difference in my recruiting and the success of those that I am recruiting. And because it's automated and it's simplified, I've done it once and I can use it over and over and over and over and over again. Amen. Until we change some rules and I have to update things. I have found that this is what works for me as a busy mama and a working mother and somebody that does this on the side. I can't devote every waking hour to Sensi, nor do I want to encourage my downline to do that. So hopefully that helps. Bye.